I figured out how to get sound on this thing, but the clicking is kind of loud because I'm on a laptop. But you can see where I click now, so maybe that'll be helpful. I was just going to show you how I'm trying to make like a little banner for Matthew's birthday, and I'm just going to show you like how I did it. And I can't decide whether I want to like see, I have like the letters. I mean, I cut these out individually, which is why I copied them and kind of stuck them over here, because that way if I want to, I mean, I could put a piece of paper behind it if I wanted to, but I want to do a Matthew, so I'm going to show you how I do a Matthew. I'll show you how I got that Matthew. That Matthew is the right size, so I'm not going to do it again, but click on the A, and then you have a little cursor, and you can click anywhere. And here, let's do Becky. We can make it uppercase. I don't know if it matters, but it's automatically blue because I accidentally did something. I changed the color, so we'll just, what is it normally? It's normally nothing, I think. Whatever, who cares? Let's make it black just because it stands out more. And then go over here, click on this A. Do you see how there's an A here? And there's also an A here. I think you already know. This is how you add text, like get your cursor. This is how you change it, but you can't do anything unless you actually click on your word, because it's not going to know what to change. So you have to actually have this clicked on, and then you can choose your text. But before I go there, these ones that I did, I actually ungrouped them because they were like a regular word like this. Say like let's do Ferguson. Say let's like one word. If you double click on that, it turns green and I still have the option to change it to like retype. But once you ungroup it or weld it or do anything to it, then you can't edit it. So I always like to copy paste and keep a copy of everything basically that I make. So I liked the font called Bubblegum, so I'm going to go over here, my A, and I think it's recently used. I mean, you can scroll up or down, but it's in the B's. There he is, so cute. A lot of times what I'll do is I'll click on one, and then I'll just arrow up and down, and then look at the font to decide which one I like the best. Kind of overwhelming, which is why when people are like, make something for me, I'm like, you choose the font, you show me what you want, because I am not picking. So anyways, and then you click off of it. Beautiful. There's the beautiful name. So anyways, that's how I got Matthew. And I made my little triangle like the size I wanted. I think I wanted it like 2.5 inches. It's like almost 3, but I don't care. So I know that this is the right size to fit in there. Ooh, that's a big fat one. I think I'm going to just shrink it a tiny bit more. So this is the chance to do it. Shrink it a little bit more. The W I'm worried isn't going to fit either. Yeah, it does. How about the M? Yeah, we fit now. Okay, we're good. Let's see if the A is the same size as this A. That's actually a good reference. It's close enough. So this is good, but in order to get that like individually, you right click, and then I'm just going to ungroup everything. It doesn't release the compound path, and we don't know if that means anything, if it just kind of ungroups everything so you can put the letters on there individually. So, I mean, we don't have an M. I technically don't need to remake the A or, let's see, the H. I think that's it. The other ones I do, and I already have one T in there, so this how I'm going to do it. I need a couple more of these. I'm going to copy, paste, paste, paste. There's my little, that's tiny. There's my little triangles. And what I do is I'm going to drag this over onto that triangle. I mean, you can put them next to each other if you want to. It's just a lot of messing around and dragging things and dropping things. I'll put the T there, I'll put the E there, and then a W there. So what I do, because I like to have things kind of lined up, I highlight both of those, the triangle and the M, and then this here is nice and useful because it aligns everything. And so, I mean, you can see how it moved a little bit to the middle, you can align everything over to the left, or the right, or whatever. So I've been aligning everything at the top and the middle. And then I'll use my arrow key and I took my biggest letter and I made it go down like 15 spots. So I know that it needs to go down. And I can't highlight all of them at once and do it, or else it'll go like that. And I'm like, oh no, I don't want that. So unfortunately, there's probably an easier way to do it, but I just haven't figured it out. So I align it to the top, and then the middle, and then I take my little W, just click on W, not this triangle 2, and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's too close. I'm going to do them 10. That's good enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Except for they're going to look different. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't know. Good enough. I mean, who really is going to look that close and be like, oh my gosh, that is like 2 clicks less than the other one, so this is a garbage project. Okay, so then basically this is 2 pieces, but when I make it a compound path, that's when it takes out the middle, because you see how the middle's gone in that? And it's going to cut it out like that too. So I highlight both of those, right click, make it a compound path, voila! But you also have to do one at a time, or else it's going to make them all together one thing. And I don't want it that, because then I wouldn't be able to flip them around. So, I mean, the colors really don't mean anything, because it depends on what color of paper you use. But what did I use? Red, yellow, green, blue, purple? I think we ended at green. So the M on Matthew would be blue. And then I would need another A. Remember, M-A-T-T. Let's copy an H. H-E-W. Oh, and I'm going to need another T. Copy, paste. Look at that. That is precious. Let's see. That's blue, so that should be purple, because I think I did a red, yellow, green, blue, purple thing. And if you want to select more than one, hold down Shift, and you can click and select as much as you want. But I'm just doing this because I feel like it. And that one is yellow and green. Isn't this fun? No, the H is green because his name is spelled H-E-W. And Dasha blue. Oh, it's going to be perfect. It's going to be... I did it right? The question mark? Let's see. Blue, purple, red, yellow, green, blue, purple. That's going to be cute. He gonna like it. So I kind of want to... I'm trying to group my colors together. I mean, I'm not going to cut it out like that, but I'm just flipping him around so that I can waste less paper, I guess. I mean, you can align these the same way that I showed you too, with this little guy. So, ooh, that's a beautiful. Let's see, we can distribute them evenly that way. You see that? It just makes it real square and pretty, if that even matters to you at that point, but I don't know if it does. So, anyways, that's how I did it. And then I'm gonna... I mean, I could technically put a green piece of paper on that corner of the mat and cut it out that way, but hey, stop it. I don't think I need to do that. This is in the way. So I'm going to highlight all of them, just drag them over. And then after I get them all, hey look, we got all the yellows. Yeah, then usually I'll go like that, and then I'll group it, just because it makes it easier to move around when I'm ready to cut it out. I'm like, oh, time to cut yellow, time to cut red, whatever I feel like cutting. It's just a lot of trial and error. I know that you're doing good at it. You're figuring it out pretty good. So, anyways, we'll see how my Happy Birthday Matthew banner that is supposed to go on the inside of a box. So then when he opens it up, he'll have a banner, or he can take it out and hang it up. I was on the fence on whether to say Matthew or Elder Ferguson. I don't know. Maybe he'll get all of it. Who knows? That's probably what's going to happen. So anyways, that's how you do it.